Hello and welcome, soap entrepreneurs and friends. You remember when you first started making soap and you thought to yourself, hey, you know what? I might have something here. And you were right. Hello, I'm Diane, the owner of Vermont Lavender, and I want to show you how you can grow your business. So I remember when I first started making soap, I was making it in my basement at home. And now I have an online store, I have a retail shop, and I have wholesale customers. So if you are interested in any of the supplies or ingredients I use, I have them in the description box below. One way is you want to understand the basics of making soap in bulk. I have a lot of molds that I've purchased over time because I've actually increased my capacity to make more of these guest soaps for this local inn. So I have my molds all set, I have my oils all ready, it's in a big batch. And then I have my lye and my colorants. And I have the TD, which is mixed in hemp seed oil because it's a mild soaping ingredient. It adds a lot of luxurious properties, and this is what my customer wants. And then I have my chrome green oxide and I have my purple oxide. And these are the colors that my customer, that is their company colors for their inn that they wanted. So I was like, okay, whatever you want. And the scent I'm using is Intuition for men, but it's also a unisex scent that is good for men or women. I'm using a basic soaping recipe. So I have my olive oil, I have palm, and I have coconut. And I'm making sure that these are skin-friendly ingredients that usually this is one of the basic soaping recipes. So what I've learned over time is just to make sure that you have enough molds because one time I was making this soap and I didn't have enough. So I'm like, okay, I got the soap in the pot and now I have to run around trying to get some other molds. So I'm digging here and there and I got all my molds ready. So that's one thing I learned, is always to have more soap molds on hand. The second way is don't be complacent and always be improving. So you want to streamline your workspace, and that's what I've learned, is to have your oils and your ingredients in one area up off the floor, and your utensils, your soaping utensils ready to go, because they don't get, for me, I don't really mix, when I'm making lotions and things like that have to be super sterilized, I don't use my soaping equipment because it can retain a little bit of oil on it with my soaping stuff. So hopefully that might be a little confusing, but I try not to mix the two of them. So I have a dedicated area just for my soaping equipment, my ingredients, and safety area. So if I need anything, wipes and things like that, to make sure all that stuff is ready. My equipment, my goggles, the gloves, I'm ready to go, my lab coat. I just make sure everything is ready to go. One of the mistakes I learned is not to waste time by running around. And if you streamline your process by having everything organized, and it's easy to grab and go and do it as quickly as possible, because when you're working, sometimes when you're working with soap, it can happen really, really fast. So you want to make sure you have everything ready and streamlined so it's ready to go. So hopefully that kind of explains that there. So that's what you, and also you want to make sure you have a lot of paper towels or wipes or some sort of dishcloth that is wet to clean up any mistakes or any oopsies that you might get on yourself. So the third way is to continuously improve your product and yourself. So your product is how you want to track your sales and your data. So I do that. I have an accounting background, and the way that I do that is I have my QuickBooks, but you can do it easily through a spreadsheet, or the basic way. And when you're starting out is maybe just a sheet, because when you do like farmers markets or craft shows and things like that, you'll know instantly what sells and what doesn't, because you have to bring it back. And also your customers, when you'll have that customer feedback instantly, because they'll ask, okay, so do you have this scent? No, I don't. But if you have a lot of customers asking for it, like since I opened my retail shop, I have a lot of customers coming in, about 5 of them, they've asked for essential oils. Well, that's another product that I am going to maintain in my shop. And so I'm like, okay, there's a lot of customers asking for this. I need to have that as part of my product line. One thing I've learned is when I got soap making is such a creative outlet, and us creatives, we just, sometimes when we're making soap, we just get so much into it and we just love it. And so I made a lot of soaps that had the lemon scent in it. But I found that my customers, it's not a scent that it's not a highly sellable scent that they were interested in. So more for me, since my name is Vermont Lavender, is lavender. So I have a lot of different ones of lavender essential oils, but lavender fragrances like lavender chamomile. So I have a lot more soaps that deal with that scent. So that's one thing I learned is do not try the different soap scents, but don't make a lot of them. Just try them out in little batches, small batches. If they sell, then expand that. Also grow your social and a referral network. The social is like social media. So TikTok, I'm over 50, so I don't really mess around with TikTok. I did in the past, but it wasn't something I really care for. So I use Instagram and Pinterest and definitely YouTube. That's a number one. It's not really social media, but it's a way to really get your message out there and connect with your audience and your customers. The other way is by the referral network. I mean like joining your local chamber of commerce, which is a once a month meeting. Join the BNI, which is a Business Networking International, because it is international. That is a little bit more demanding. It's once a week, but it really does grow your network and your referrals that you get from other business owners that are in the service or manufacturing, and there's all different types. So that's another tip. Have this retail shop because of that networking. Put the link for that in the description box below. So marketing and selling wholesale. If you did join the Chamber of Commerce or the BNI, that helps to open up different markets to bed and breakfast, inns, shop boutiques, and things like that. And farmers markets and craft shows is how I started. So I started out with the craft shows and I did farmers markets. I got into trade shows, which is a bigger, it's like a humongous craft show, but it's really, really big. And then I got into the BNI referral networking, and that really helped to grow my business because you have coaches in there and they really help to other business owners really. They motivate you to grow your business in the right direction, and they help you form a plan and stuff like that. So it's really nice to have peers that are professionals that are not really in your industry, but if they are, it really does help. So there you have it, friends. Some simple tips and different ways to help you grow your wholesale business and your soap business by understanding the basics of making soap in bulk, by investing in proper equipment and being safe in doing so when you're making soap, building a strong brand by joining groups and also using social media like Instagram and TikTok, and investing in yourself through network, and also knowing your target market. When you have a customer come back and they're always requesting more soaps, another order, another order, another order, you know that you're on the right track. And it's a great feeling to know that you have a customer who loves your handmade soaps or your handmade products, either be lotions or salves or even shower steamers. That could be another video. If you're interested, let me know in the comments below on growing that business there. And so if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing to my channel. I have some upcoming videos on making the soaps, but I also want to share more tips on growing your soap business and my journey, because I'm over 50, so I think I have a little bit that I can share with you over the years and my mistakes. that maybe you could learn from to help you grow your business. So until next time, I will see you later, friends, and have a great rest of your week.